KRA has put it very clearly that all the returns have been given. It is witch hunt, it is religious witch hunt, it is political witch hunt, it is people who are planning on how they will take Pastor Ezekiel to be jailed in the ICC court. That's why they brought up issue of genocide. It is the people who want Pastor Ezekiel to be jailed on terrorism. That's a lifetime imprisonment. It is the same people who want him charged for mass murder so that they can acquire this property. So the question is that a concerted effort to link Pastor Ezekiel to Mackenzie should stop. Here we are in the church of Pastor Ezekiel, which is 200 kilometers away from Mackenzie's place. So we are putting them to notice that if anybody is salivating to take these properties, you are cheated. Look at the types of lawyers ready to defend the pastor and the properties of the church. Kitendawili cha Ezekiel kimezua na ni mjadala mzito sasa katika taifa la Kenya. Ni swali hili: wale mapasta, wale mabishop, wale mareverend, wale wenye makanisa, karibu makanisa elfu tatu katika taifa la Kenya, zile sadaka wanazozipata wanazitumia kivipi? Hili ndilo swali ambalo tulikuja hapa leo kueleza ulimwengu kwamba ndururu yoyote, shilingi yoyote ambayo inaingia kwenye kanisa la Pastor Ezekiel inatumiwa, na unaweza ona vile ile pesa yako inavyotumiwa. Wakenya tuanze kuuliza makanisa mengine, pesa za watu zinaenda wapi? Huu ndio mjadala mkubwa ambao kitendawili cha Pastor Ezekiel kimezua.
We have seen people who have been in tents all their lives for years and they have been preaching to us. But do you see any impact? It's a question we need to ask, because we are being told about commissions and they are going to come round and going to regulate churches, but we are going to ask them, by which standards? Whose standards? Because if this church is not a standard, then there is no standard. This man has 2 dams. If today it stops raining, for the next 4 years, the people in this church and the community around are going to have water. This man is doing an airstrip. This man is doing an international school. This man is doing a university. This man has put all his employees in accommodation. They have houses. This man, nobody goes home complaining that they have not been paid their salaries. This man has built a church that is massive, that sits on 6 acres actually, not only 5. This man has built and is still building hotels. This man has built petrol station. The malls are going on. The banking halls are going on. The restaurants are going on, and children are going to school. Tell me, returning to society, if this is not what it is, then what is? And then I will ask again, by whose standards are we going to measure this? By the religious leaders who have been put in those commissions? Do they have any standards to start with? Let us just describe that. Do they have any? What is their basis? If they cannot come and benchmark from here, we are wasting time.
So, for starters, in court in Nairobi, the court stopped or injuncted the church from operating in using its bank accounts. But then I also came to know how many people are affected by those orders, how many workers are in this compound, how many other issues are affected by the issues of the orders that injuncted the operations of the church. Now, I must admit that the workforce here is massive. The activities that are ongoing are massive. And the very orders that the court issued in Nairobi injuncting the church is basically, we're going now to say and submit to court afresh in terms of what I have seen, because we were submitting on a point of just being informed of what is happening. But we now know what it is, and we now know exactly the operations of this place.
Mimi nilikuja hapa na mama mzazi, alikuwa hajiwezi kabisa, alikuwa paralyzed. Kampuni 3 za magari silitukataa, sikisema hatuwezi tukabeba maiti. Lakini Mungu akatujalia tukapata gari moja. Tukafika Mombasa. Vile tulifika Mombasa, gari moja likajitokezea. Wakasema, "Mnaenda New Life?" Tukasema ndio. Basi star yetu imerudi, mutapona.
Pastor Ezekiel is a true servant of God. He's an anointed man of God, sent by God for the whole world, not only for the East African people. So, and all I want to say is, let the government, individuals, pastors, the clergymen, everyone give our total support.
Lakini tumekuja hapa kanisani, tumekuwa tumefuata Pastor Ezekiel for a long time. Na huko pia kuna makanisa, lakini ile kitu akonayo hakuna huko. So tumekuwa na testimonies, tumekuwa nazo mpaka kutoka kwa kupitia YouTube.
Watu wanaingia ndani. Hata sasa hivi wajua ameanza kuongea mwanzo kimekuwa hapo hiyo. Wewe hano.
Umeelewa lakini si ni vyema The Bible says honor your father and your mother. It doesn't say honor your father and your mother.